Hello YouTubers, subscribers, and friends. Today I'm going to do an unboxing of my early Christmas present my wife got me. My new video camera. But before I do that, I want to show a history of the digital video cameras I've had over the years. Starting back in 2001, I got my first digital camera. It was the Olympus C1. This was the very first one that I've ever got. Way before I ever started making YouTube videos. I've always made videos, but before this camera I had that big old huge, like 2-foot size camera that you carry on your shoulder, but it wasn't digital. And then you record it onto a VHS. So I've come a long way. This is my first digital camera I've ever owned, and that lasted me about 5, maybe 6 years. And until it finally just quit working. The second digital camera I've ever owned is not that one. That's the third. Let me show you here. Is this Sony? My wife bought this for me 6.5 years ago when we lived in Indonesia, because I wanted to make a lot of videos of Indonesia and send it to my family in the States. And this one had the little like CDs, mini CDs, and I used to buy the CDs and record on CDs and mail them back to my family in the States when I was living in Indonesia. And those things get to be expensive. And then I bought the little micro SD card that goes inside right here, slides right down inside there. And this has been a really good camera. Matter of fact, my son, I gave it to my son because he wanted it. And the only bad thing about this camera is this battery has not very well. It only charges halfway now and only lasts half the amount of time. The 40 times zoom is really good. It's one of the reasons why I got it. And it has the 2000 digital zoom. And I think I paid almost 400 bucks for this when I was in Indonesia. And it comes with the European charging plug. But this has been a very good camera. I've dropped it so many times and it still works. Never had a problem with this thing ever. And this one has night vision on it also. So I give that to my son. That's my second one I've ever owned. Now this was the third one that digital camera I've ever owned. This one is waterproof, shockproof, dustproof, and freeze-proof. And I've had this one for like 2 years, and this is what I'm making this video on right now. I'm using this camera right here. And the only bad thing about this, I think, because I've dropped it. I'm not just talking about just dropped it on the table. I've dropped it from 10, 15 feet high up in the air, from like on tops of roofs and ladders and stuff, and it's fallen to the ground. And it's got on the side here, it's got two things that you slide that locks it into place, which makes it waterproof. And this also comes with the mini SD card. I use an 8 gigabyte mini SD card in this camera, and I used to use it when I first got it, when I went to the Legoland and Disney World and stuff like that, and you ride the rides that have water. I made many videos splashing down. I've gone swimming with this. I made many underwater videos. This thing isn't water resistant. This thing is waterproof. And maybe I'll make a video showing it going underwater and still working. These are good videos, good cameras, I mean. And the price it says here, $291.48. That's not what I paid. I think I paid about $230 some dollars. I got it at Walmart, and for the last couple of years, this is the camera that I've been using to make my videos on YouTube. And just lately, the microphone has gotten to be so sensitive that it picks up every little bitty freaking noise, whether I want to or not. And for some reason, when I drive in my truck, I can't record while I'm driving with this camera anymore, because something's interfering with the recordings. Alright, so let's get to the new camera that I got, my birthday camera that my wife got me. Like every 2 to 5 years, I always upgrade to new cameras. And this time I got a really nice camera. Here it is. It's the Sony HDR-CX240. We was at Best Buy and I was shopping around, and it was I narrowed it down to two cameras: a Samsung, which had a 52 zoom, and this one has a 54 zoom. Right, here's the stats. It's got 9.2 megapixels, still image recording. It's got 54 times clear image zoom, and I mean, I was on one side of the store zooming all the way to the other side of the store, and I was reading fine print this small very easily just by zooming in. And here's another reason why I glad she got this camera, because it has a 29.8 millimeter wide angle lens, and the GoPro has a wide angle lens also. And I was thinking about, when I went to Best Buy, I was thinking I was going to get the GoPro, but after reviewing it and seeing that you can't, it's really basically for action sports and stuff like that, and not really designed for zooming and stuff. And I like to zoom. I like to film wildlife, and I like to get as close as possible before they run away. So that this has a good zoom, 54 times clear image zoom, so I could really zoom in on these wildlife and birds that stuff that I like to watch. And it also has a stabilization, so my videos aren't shaky, and that's another reason why I like this camera too. So let's open up and take a look at it. Oh, another reason why I like it is because even though the box looks pretty big, I don't know, it's about what, 5 inches by 4 inches. The camera itself is fairly small. I can carry it in my pocket. I wear a lot of cargo pants, cargo shorts, and I like to carry my stuff in my pocket. I don't like to wear stuff on my hip or anything like that. And I don't like really bulky cameras. That's one of the reasons why I got this Fuji XP, because it slides in my pocket so easily. But the digital display is kind of stuffed up from that, because I carry my keys and stuff in my pocket too. Well, this is just the basic paperwork, the handy manuals and stuff. I have not opened it. She just left it on the counter for me when I got up this morning, and said happy early birthday. And I'm happy that she picked this one. So I was telling her I like both of them, and I like Samsung, but I have a lot of Sony products here. Let's see what's inside here. This is a charging cord, USB. Well, that's not USB. It's a HDMI. Well, I guess that's how you connect it to a TV or something, I'm guessing, because I don't know any computers or laptops that have HDMI. I don't have any on my laptop, so I'm hoping that's for a TV. I don't know. See what else we got in here. First time I've opened this box, and alright, well, that's the plug. It has a USB, and this doesn't have USB. This has to be for a TV, so, and this has to be for charging. Okay, so there's that. Oh, here's another one in here. Yeah, here's the US. Here's the. Oh wow, there's the USB. But what is this? That's weird. I've never seen that before. Alright, well, I don't know how that connects to it. I see the USB part, unless there's a connection on it. When I was playing around with the camera at Best Buy, I didn't notice a connection like this in the camera. Anyways, let's take that out and look. What we got over here. Here we have a oh, it's a battery. It's kind of a battery that I use in the this Fuji XP 55 camera I'm recording with right now. Kind of looks similar, like it's kind of like a cell phone battery. Alright, I don't know if it has a charge on it. I'll probably have to charge it. Alright, let's take this out. This is the camera. Let's put this over there. And pull this out. Pass it down. Drum roll, please. There we go. There's the camera. 54 times clear image zoom. This is the camera that I'm going to be using to make my YouTube videos, and it says right there 54 clear image zoom. Here's the zoom buttons. This says photo, and 29.8 millimeter wide angle, Zeiss lens, ABC HD Full HD, 9.2 megapixels. It says right down there. And get this open here. me see that. Okay, cool. This display tilts. The one thing I have a problem with displays here in Arizona is so bright, especially on this Sony one. I can never see anything on the display during sunlight. There's like a little toggle thing here. That's a button. Let's look over here. There's a little compartment right here. Open that up. Alright, that's where the SD card goes in, the mini SD card. There's not one in there, but my wife did buy me one. And I guess this is where you plug in to connect to the computer or connect to the TV, because that has the that's this plug right here. But on this side is the HDMI plug, so I'm thinking that's where you plug in to go to the TV. Alright, let's close that up. Close the viewfinder. And oh, here's something right here. Oh yeah, I remember reading it. It has a built-in USB plug right there, and it's plugged right into the let me cut this thing off here. Where's my knife? I'll cut off this tag. Okay, so, yeah, it has a built-in USB plug right here. Alright, cool. So that's what's gonna plug into. I see. It's gonna plug into this weird looking plug here. Let's see. Yep. And then that can plug into this charger, and then I can charge the battery. So I guess the battery has to be in the camera to charge. Alright, there we go. So that plugs into this, and this USB plugs in that, and that's built in there. Well, that's pretty cool. I never have to lose my cord. Just have to be careful I don't break that off. And then, okay, that's tight. I guess I can just plug this into the computer to upload the videos that I make or pictures that I take. And everything's such a tight fitting. And then it fits inside the actual like little gun holster here. I didn't notice that at the store when I was looking at the camera, but the downside to this, I think, is this could get dusty inside here, especially out here in the desert where I live. But that's pretty cool. And it's got the adjustable strap here. That's weird, because I was playing with this in the Best Buy, and I did not even notice that at all. And I find that funny, because I'm pretty good at noticing different things, detailed things. But that's cool. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is another thing I liked about this camera. Here's the open and close for the shutter. Let me show you just for references that this one was here in the front, and I think this one is dirty because that one is it's gotten to be really hard to open and close. It's really hard, and that's one thing I liked about this one, because it was so easy to, maybe because it's new, to open and close. It's very easy. And it's got the Carl Zeiss lens on it. Those are very good lenses. Very durable, very tough. And I have to see where the battery is. It's got some writing here. It's got 1,9/2, 1-57. It's the lettering, the numbers on there. And let me take off this sticker here. This is annoying. Put it in the box. And so I'm gonna find a battery here. Oh, here it is. Got a little tab right here. Let's see if this battery's got any charge on it. Alright, on the top of the battery's got a little arrow here, and right here in the camera, I don't know if the Fuji's picking up, there's a little arrow, so it tells me that the battery goes in this way, and then we'll just push it down and locks in place. This is kind of flimsy. I didn't look in the store. I wasn't looking for the battery thing. The thing with this Sony here that I have here, the battery has a button here, and then you can just slide it off and slide it back on like that, so it's pretty secure. This one seems kind of flimsy for a Sony, but you have to be careful with this. That's it. The only thing I think would happen here is you could hit that or something while you're filming or bump it, and that might pop open, but the battery will not fall out because it's being held in with this little blue clip here. So let's put that back in, and all you got to do to turn this camera on is to just open up the display. There you go. And now I just have to set it up. Let me see here, English. I haven't even read the manual or anything. Oh, gotta hit next down here. Hello. It says touchscreen, but I don't know how delicate this touchscreen is. Hitting next is not doing nothing. Maybe the battery's not charged enough. Well, anyways, I'll figure that out later. But one more thing that I like is, like I said, I wear cargo pants and cargo shorts. This is done. I can fit this in my pocket easily. So, like when I go to stores and I'm filming in stores and thrift stores and Goodwills and stuff like that, I can, if anybody ever tells me you can't record, I can always just close it up and put it in my pocket. Stand up here. Okay. It's very easy. It's got a nice strap here. That's backwards. Just put it in this way. Fits nicely in the palm of my hand, so if I have to run, I can still hold on to it. Or if I'm filming when I'm riding my bikes and I want to film, hold it this way. You know, and then it has the camera mount here for my tripod. So I'm really happy that I got this camera, and we'll see how long this one lasts. All the cameras that I have, they've lasted fairly, 5-6 years. Even this Fuji, I've had it for 2 years, and the only problem this gives me is, like I said, the microphone is so sensitive, only when I'm driving. But there you have it. This has been my unboxing and history of video cameras that I've had in the past, and hopefully this one will serve me as faithful as the other ones have. There's the power charging place here. I guess that lights up when you charge it. There's the button for recording, push to record, push to stop. And the only thing that's not on this camera that's on the Sony camera, which is I never use this eye thing. On the Sony here it slides out. I've never used that, except maybe one time I did when I couldn't see through this display thing. But when this display thing is open here on this Sony, you can't see through this. You have to close this display, don't see through here, and then like I said, this slides out and slides in. And, this is a very good camera. I would highly recommend this camera to anyone if they're looking for a Sony Handicam. If you see one on YouTube, or not YouTube, but Craigslist or a yard sale or something like that, this Sony Handicam has been very, very good. The hybrid and the 40 times zoom. If you've seen some of my prairie dog videos, this is the camera I used for zooming in and out to get close to the prairie dogs, because they will run right away as soon as they see you coming. And so I give it to my son, and he really loves that camera. And this camera, it doesn't have a eye viewfinder at all, so that's kind of weird. I'm gonna have to get used to that. But I saw an Apple, I think it was called iPod camera at Best Buy, that they said they're no longer carrying, and I liked it because it had a wide-angle lens on it, and it was waterproof. But they weren't selling it anymore. But this looks like it, kind of cylinder shape here, and this is fairly light. I don't know exactly how much it weighs. I'll have to read it in the manual or look it up on the internet or something. But This one has a 54 times zoom, clear image zoom, and this is one of the main reasons why I bought that, is for that. Second reason is because it's small and I can fit it into my pockets. And the third reason, it's got the stabilization for when you're trying to zoom in on something and you don't have your tripod. You know, you get that shaky video effect. Well, this doesn't do that. It makes the picture steady and looks like it's on a tripod, but it's not. Well, there you have it. I'm going to put this on charge and start reading the manual so I can learn. You know, I have to learn how to operate this one now because it's new, and it says that this is has a Wi-Fi setup on it also, but I'm gonna have to investigate that because I don't know how to do it. And anyways, I wasn't interested in the Wi-Fi, but this is a cool camera. I'm really happy she picked this one. Even though I like the Samsung didn't have the stabilization in it like I wanted. This one is a little bit smaller than the Samsung one too, but you know, I'm a Sony guy. I like Sonys. And this was about, I think it was $230 some she said it was. Oh, one more thing. She got me the mini SD card here too, which she said was 17 bucks. And right here it is right there. It's 16 gigabytes. I have an 8 gigabyte in this Fuji FinePix 55 XP55 that I'm using right now to make this video, and I've never really maxed out the 8 gigabyte on this one, but I figured, hey, I'm getting a new camera, let's get a new micro SanDisk memory chip here, and here's all the specs here if you want to read that. Matter of fact, the battery is flashing on this camera. I'm making this video, but this is going to go inside this camera, and from the videos, I don't know, give me about a week or so to study this camera before I start actually putting videos on YouTube with it, or it might be sooner, who knows, depends how fast I learn how to use it. But I will on the video tell you if I'm using the Sony 54 zoom camera. That's what I guess I'll call it. And thanks for watching my videos. I'm going. Gotta read some manuals. Get going.